I'm gonna share something today that I really feel like could be life-altering for you as a mom. It has been life-altering for me, and I want to help answer the question, are we ruining our kids? Am I ruining my kid? I want to answer that today. Hey, my name is Lena. This is Girl Teach Me, where I help you learn to lead yourself so that you can then learn to lead your kids and then hopefully have a greater impact on your world outside of your home and the world out there. But it all starts with learning to lead ourselves. All right, so got the cornbread, got the chicken, and the potatoes all in the oven. So have a moment while it cooks. Matt still got the kids, so I have a moment. I want to share with you two stories that have really impacted me, both from friends. One friend told me that her experience was that her mom just never ever said she was sorry. Always acted like no matter how terrible her mom was, how rage mode, however her mom just lost it, how inappropriate her mom was, her mom never said she was sorry and always acted like it was her kid's fault. And my friend said she just wished her mom had said, I was wrong. That all her life, my friend, she thought that everything that her mom did was her fault because her mom just made her feel like it was her fault. That really impacted me because, I really struggle with anger and sometimes I lose it, and I don't want my kids to think that it was because of them. Now, I know sometimes they could have been disrespectful, annoying. It's a blend of things, but oftentimes it's because, I'm trying to do too many things at once, or it's because I haven't gotten enough sleep and been responsible to go to sleep. Oftentimes it's a blend, it's not just one thing. And so I have to take ownership for what I can take ownership for. And so that was one thing that she just wished her mom had said, I was wrong, will you please forgive me? The second story is a friend who had a mom who also, again, was very angry, because I've been talking to a lot of people about this. They've been sharing their stories with me. But her mom was very angry, but would do this bipolar thing where she would rage, and then she would go and be really, really sweet and act like nothing happened. And it was very confusing. It was almost like a bipolar thing. And everybody was just supposed to sweep it under the rug and act like it never happened and move on. And if you're still mad about it, that's your problem, because I'm happy now and everything's fine. But that doesn't, that's not okay, because clearly something happened and everybody needs to talk about it, instead of this elephant in the room that, hey, you just went rage mode on me, and that's not okay. So that friend told me it was so particularly hurtful because she learned this, okay, we can just act however we want and then it's fine. But it's not fine, And so I think the underbelly of everything is just admitting when we're wrong to our kids and to others and saying, I was wrong, will you please forgive me? And then pivoting from that behavior. But how can we pivot? Can we do that on our own, really? Can we, okay, I'm just not going to be an angry mom anymore. Can we just, in our own power, self-help, do that? I think you've probably tried, and I think I've tried, and the answer is no. We cannot do that. And so when I try to act like I can fix myself all on my own, read enough parenting books, enough self-help books, the reality is it's not going to work. We can change our behavior, but there's a heart issue happening. And so for me, I have to say to my kids, I'm not perfect. This is why I need Jesus. I need forgiveness. And I'm asking for your forgiveness, and I'm asking for his forgiveness. And I feel like it models for our kids the need for the good news, the gospel. Jesus isn't just your need, it's my need too. And while Jesus has forgiven all of my sins, I'm not yet perfect until I'm in heaven. It's called sanctification. There's 3 parts of sanctification. One of them is I'm perfect yet not perfect. I'm perfect yet not perfected until heaven. And so until I get there's got to be a lot of I'm sorry's. I was wrong, will you please forgive me? And so that has just been so life-altering for me. Just this need that, I don't have to be perfect. The perfect life was already lived for me in Jesus, that it's now grace instead of perfection. And I'm definitely trying to put off the sin of being an angry mom and put on kindness, love, gentleness, faithfulness, self-control, putting on the fruits of the Spirit. But I can only do that if Jesus is helping me. And so I think it's just a really cool thing that that God can take our shortcomings and make them gospel opportunities for our kids. I think that's so amazing. He can take the beauty from the ashes. And so I just want to encourage you today that I don't think you're ruining your kids if you're saying, I was wrong, will you please forgive me? If you have never said that, today can be the day. It is not too late to start. If you're still listening to this video, that means you desperately care about your mothering. You desperately care about your kids. And just start modeling today humbleness that we're not always going to have it all together, and we can say, I was wrong, will you please forgive me? So I hope this has been encouraging to you. I am still really struggling myself. I have definitely seen the Lord take back some land from the enemy. There's been some victories, but I still struggle. And sometimes my struggles keep me from wanting to even encourage others. But I would say to you that there's another mom who needs to be encouraged, and I feel like God often uses the areas that we really struggle in. He uses our pain to then help other people. So, I just want to encourage you that this could be your ministry to other women, is helping them with your same struggle. Press on, lean into the hard. It's gonna be worth it. If this video has been helpful, I hope you'll give it a thumbs up. I hope you'll hit subscribe. I would love to have you here, and I'll see you again in the next video.
From generation to generation, passed down through every age, there's a story of a Savior whose love will never change. All creation will bow before Him, every tongue will praise His name.